Hi, you're watching the Weekly Technology Report by FinancialMirror.tv. The first non-cellular slice of tech to come powered by the Android operating system has finally arrived. Meet the new Android-powered gadget, the Archos 5 Internet Tablet. Do not confuse it with the Archos 5 Media Tablet, as in terms of looks they're near identical, but are different in many ways. Except for a power button and a volume rocker, the Archos 5 is controlled nearly entirely by the touchscreen. Both flash memory 8 GB up to 64 GB and hard drive options 160 GB up to 500 GB are available, although the 500 GB version is slightly chunkier and may be too much for some. On the 4.8-inch screen, you get 3 fully customizable home screens with widgets in tow that you can drag on and off the home screen easily using the responsive touchscreen. The touchscreen is responsive for the most part, but it was difficult to flick through the media library. Scrolling wasn't always smooth. We found ourselves flicking repeatedly to get a response. The device comes with 2 HDMI ports and is capable of 720p video playback. As expected from the Archos heritage, playback is impressive. Add a pair of decent cans and the sound is fantastic too, although don't expect much from the buds provided. Also, don't expect much any marketplace action because it doesn't have a camera or compass, and that's why Google wouldn't approve it, although Archos has fashioned its own app store named the Apps Lab. Once connected to Wi-Fi, tap on the widget and you're ready to go. The interface is simple enough with 3 main tabs to search, update, and download. The device comes housing a few apps preloaded for your use. The main 4 are Twitroid, eBuddy for instant messaging, Craig's Phone to keep up to date with classified ads, and Thanks Free to sync your Microsoft Office apps. Since the Archos 5 is running at the HD-friendly 720p resolution, which is not approved for Android Cupcake, the selection of apps at startup will be limited to about 300, with that number increasing to at least 1,000 by the end of the year, and they are only accessible via the Archos App Store. The device includes Bluetooth, through which you can access the 3G connection of your mobile phone by tethering. It's a bit of a tedious process, and some claim that the success rate is a bit low and not worth the effort of setting it up in the first place. As with most Archos products, there are a bundle of add-ons, not the least of which is the TV aerial dock. There's also GPS on board. Pricing starts at $250 for the 8 GB device and maxes out at $440 for 500 GB. Now that the boring stuff is over, let's go to the gist. The Archos 5 menu system is easy enough to navigate, but it includes unnecessary menu options for the accessories you can buy for the player. Video looks great on the Archos 5 big glossy screen, but we did get a little bit of a glare in certain environments, such as bright indoor lighting and outdoor daylight. T3 says the hardware on the Archos 5 is well built and very pocketable, but it really comes down to the fact that the Archos 5 uses a mobile operating system, but doesn't have the ingredients of a mobile phone, including 3G. Gizmodo expected more from the operating system, and without a strong app store and a significant change to the original, it's much of the same product, but the new concept just doesn't add up. CNET says the Archos 5 requires a proprietary USB cable for charging and transferring content. The glossy design is quickly marred with fingerprints, older Archos accessories are incompatible, some applications are still in beta, and you'll need to pay extra to activate many of the player's more desirable features. Web browser and flash media playback are disappointing for a product marketed on the strength of its internet media capabilities. The bottom line is that the Archos 5 boasts an improved screen size, image resolution, and sound quality over its predecessor. We'll wait and see how things go when this hot deal hits the shelves. That's it for now. Tune in next week for another tech update by FinancialMirror.tv.